Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Higgimus, Corporal First Class, and I think I messed something up.
You did. I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, a human person, a fighter from an asteroid near Brel. And now I've messed something up as well.
I'm G-Man. I play Yeldan Trapai, a Elven Ranger from Realm Space, and pretty sure we might all die here.
Nah, we won't. Everything will come out fine. I'm playing Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
And your most important party member of the team. I am Zach, and I play Lafdul Moonglade, the specialty priest thief, collector of swag, and healer of the party.
And
Totally the most valuable party member.
And the party's paladin will be joining us shortly. So, to refresh memories, you guys had found a secret area in the complex and discovered some magical machinery and decided, possibly unwisely, to mess with it.
Nah, not unwisely.
So, Higgimus reached his hand into a swirling sphere of fastly flying objects and tried to grab one, and Lafdul tried to grab one with his ring of telekinesis.
You say try.
I did, because you did manage to grab them. The question now is whether you can hold them as everything is starting to rumble and shake around you.
Oh, I'm pulling mine towards me.
Okay.
As reasonably fast as I can.
I want both of you to...
Not at, like lethal speeds here we're talking about.
I want you
Because
both...
that is an option.
I want you both to give me a d20.
So dexterity.
The thing is... I said d20, it could be anything.
Yeah, oh, come on.
As each of you manage to grab these objects...
Oh, Higgimus.
Oh my god.
The
It's either really good or really bad.
all of the
really
other objects that were in this sphere of fastly moving objects just went flying in every direction. And you heard rather loud pings, plunks kind of sounds as they impacted into objects around the room. Luckily, none of them seemed to have gone in the direction of the rest of the party in the doorway. But there were quite a few sounds. You it's hard to tell exactly how many, but you're thinking dozen plus kind of sounds.
Can you
Time to go.
describe- What are these objects? They're like small little round spinny things, or are they like ball bearings or what?
Well, you haven't had a chance to actually look because all of this is happening.
Oh no, before we looked, we saw something, didn't we?
You saw
How big are they?
colors and shapes. About that size, yes. They're not very big.
Oh.
Braxon's going to say to Higgimus, is that thing you've got the same as one of the planets in the other room?
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay.
I don't know.
Braxon's going to run round
I'm
and
just
have a look in
waiting
the
for
other room.
Ald to finish everything to see. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, time to go. Let's run.
Well, you can
So-
always run and leave the party, Yeldan. You know that.
You did, both of you did manage to keep hold of these. As you reached in, Higgimus, the thing impacted in your hand, and you closed your fist real tight, and you could feel like your hand immediately jerked to the side as the force of whatever was in there did just like pull your hand, and it did strain you a little bit, and you take 3 points of
Oh,
damage.
man. Oh.
And
But I got
basically, the force of that strained your arm, but you did manage to keep a hold of it. And Lafdul, you feel a tremendous force acting against the telekinesis of the ring, but you do manage to keep it in check and pull this object close to you.
I grab it.
Yeah, you can grab it out of the magical telekinesis,
I
and
grab it and pocket it immediately.
looking at it, Higgimus, you open your hand. After that initial yank, there's no more force coming from it.
Okay.
It loses
That's
it.
what I was wondering.
You
Is
do
the whole place
manage
still
to...
shaking?
Yes. Yes. So, and this is still happening instantaneously. Within the space of a few seconds. Higgimus, you open your hand, and in your hand you see a ring made of copper. With a faceted stone of kind of a dark brownish, blackish, grayish color, transparent, set in it. And Lafdul, you've got a plain platinum band that drops into your
Platinum's
hand.
valuable.
A ring.
Oh, and I thought it was yellow, I suppose. Yeah, shiny silver yellow.
Braxon's running back to that other room to see if any of the planets have moved or stopped moving.
Okay, well, this is all happening instantaneously. There are now electrical arcs coming, sparking off of the machinery in this chamber. Is everyone running out now? Because things are beginning to shake. The room is beginning to shake, and
The whole place is shaking. It's time to leave.
Real quick, Alt.
Mhm.
Can I quickly see if find any of the other things that shot out?
You can see, looking around the room real fast, you see holes in the stonework. You see some of the, in a few places, the metal pipes and tubes have been blown inwards, as if very similar to if you just held a wheel-lock pistol to it and fired. That's you see these holes in some of these things, and that's what you think of immediately. Someone just shot it with a wheel-lock pistol.
Oh, so none of these things are scattered about or anything like that.
No.
They're
They're shot
They
and
went
embedded
literally
into the wall.
through the stone.
Yeah.
so I grabbed
this
the bullet.
this was spinning around, and as soon as you reached it in, it just almost like an explosion of all these other colors of light just went streaking outward away from it into the walls, into the machinery around, and everything is beginning to shake now.
So there was a lot of
Alright, let's get
magical
out of here.
rings, and it was potluck which ones we ended up with.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we're getting out, I guess.
Run, run, run as fast as you can.
All right, so you're moving back to the room with all the planets.
Yeah, because the other
Yeah.
door's busted.
Okay.
If this on the way out, could you keep this, just partially break the door and hold it open
What door?
outwards? That door where I'm dragging the arrow downwards.
Um,
Could it be jammed or left open?
It doesn't
So if
close. I
this-
mean, it doesn't it's not closing
No,
on
but
you or
if,
anything.
if all this area fills up with rubble, then we won't be able to go back in, saying if it is possible. I just want to keep this door facing outwards, I suppose, as now.
No time.
I mean, if you want to,
If I want to kill my character, that's up to me, Yeldan, not
if you want to, if you want to take a moment to try to jam it open, what do you have to jam it open with?
Can I stick a dagger in one of the hinges?
You could have asked Braxon for a wedge, but never mind.
Yeah, you can stick a
Probably in the
dagger in.
backpack.
You can stick a dagger in. Try to use that.
I will
to,
stick
break
a
it open.
spare dagger in,
Okay.
and I will run with the rest of the party.
Okay. So you will be following behind, although you quickly overtake Higgimus. So you get back to
Oddly enough-
the room with the all the planets, and the images of the planets are very wavery. They seem like they're shaking around in their orbits. The whatever magic seems to be holding them together, moving them. The
Have
images
two of
seems
the
to be
planets
disrupted slightly.
vanished? Sorry.
As far as you can tell on a quick glance, none of them have vanished yet.
They're vanishing.
But they are the images are wavery now. It's like a television with interference kind of thing.
Is this room
So,
shaking too?
Yes.
how about the ground?
Ground seems okay, but considering you can't
because-
see the ground,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep go. Run, run, run. like we gotta get to the rooms with no freaking
Oh.
ground before it disappears.
Can Braxon press the last button on the stick of many buttons and see if we're changing height?
You can, but that takes standing still and concentrating.
He's not actually panicking. Everyone else is
I'm
panicking.
not. I'm not
Like, interesting.
panicking.
Well,
Wait,
the
I've
whole
got a-
place is shaking, and the magic is. The planets are kind of wavery, as in the magic's disappearing. Yeldan's panicking because he knows that the floors could disappear.
Well,
we
Braxon's
need
not
to go
standing
through
in
the 2
anyone's
rooms.
way.
Okay,
I'll,
how about this?
Braxon-
Let me see who. So, Yeldan is running. You're like running at as fast as you can to get out of this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm running at least till over here until I'm.
Yeah, I'd probably
probably
go
have
to
go
about there.
that room.
Okay. So Lafdul, are you also running? Like once you jam that door open, are you taking off as
I'm
as
having
fast as
to
you can?
catch. I'm catching up to the rest of the party, and I'm going at their pace.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what everyone is doing. Yeldan, you're clearly
Yeldan ain't
you don't
stopping.
you're not you're fine leaving them in the dust if it comes to that.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go at least to this room because I know
Um,
that room it should be safe theoretically.
You gotta go through, hold your breath, and
He's not worried about that right now. He's more worried about floors disappearing and not being able to leave the place.
Lafdul can fly. It's not bothered.
So the room
That's
with
true.
that secret passage in it. That's where you're going.
Yep.
Okay, that's the direction that you're going.
While you're running across an invisible floor, you better hope you've mapped that to memory.
Okay, and Higgimus.
I'm going to definitely run to get out here, and then I'm gonna wait for everybody else.
Everyone's waiting on you. You're the slowest.
Yeah, you're the slowest.
Well, I guess I'm moving.
I
If
think
everybody else is running out, then I'm running out too, I guess.
Okay.
Right.
what happens
Leva-
when
Leva,
Higgimus
what do
gets
Leva, what are you doing?
Leva is too curious to run. She sort of walks from, let's say, oops.
No sense of.
Well, she comes through through the corridor into the room, and she sort of follows the others, but she is slower than the others because she's looking around to see what's happening.
Okay, so the order that people are basically getting to each individual rooms is going to be Yeldan. Based on the way that Ockar has been played, I am saying that Ockar is keeping up with you, Yeldan. Along with Beomulf. And Braxon, you're not running, you're not moving in a particular hurry?
Well, he ran into the room to check out the room. He's got a nagging feeling there's something he hasn't picked up on.
Okay.
And he's wondering if what they did in the other room is going to reveal anything.
Okay.
But if the whole place is shaking, he's not going to stay too long.
All right. Well, I mean, the point is like, are you trying to keep up with Yeldan and Ockar, or what?
Well, Braxon came into this room first because I said he's going to run straight in the other room.
Okay.
And then he'll be at the end.
All right. When you say this room, are you pinging a room or not?
Yeah, sorry. The room with the planets.
Okay.
Oh, how's the golem reacting?
It's been standing in the planetary room
It's like,
the whole time.
what have you done?
It didn't actually follow you into the secret corridor. Otherwise, it's not doing anything when you first enter. All right, so Braxon, Yeldan and Ockar race past you. Are you gonna wait for everyone else, or are you gonna go with them?
Yeah,
or?
he'll be at the end.
Okay. And Higgimus, are you making as fast as you can out the place, or are you actually gonna hold up and wait someplace?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I want to make sure that everybody else is coming along, so I'll get to right about there. And if I'm waiting on other people, then I'm gonna wait for other people.
Okay.
And
I
maybe
see
try
that.
to still.
I see that Ockar has arrived.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Wakey, sleepyhead. So, just to fill you in, the place is beginning to shake. When
Oh god, I knew it. We hit the self-destruct. We're all gonna die.
So
Yes,
just
he
just
believes
to
that.
to let you know, Yeldan has basically said that he's making tracks out of here, and based on the way that you've played Ockar, I feel like you would probably be doing the same, keeping up with him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'd be escaping with Yeldan.
Okay. All right. So, Higgimus, by the time that you would get to that room, Lafdul would have caught up to you. Leva doesn't seem to be in any particular hurry, but Yeldan and Ockar have already gone through that door, and they're heading down the corridor.
Also, Leva has she memorized Blink last night,
Okay.
so she's actually when she moves, she casts Blink and moves that way.
You're gonna cast Blink when you get into the room.
Blinking
Yes.
around.
Okay.
These spellcasters are a blinking nuisance sometimes.
Let me get the level variation.
Oh god, yes.
What's the duration on that?
1 round per level.
Okay.
Oh, that could end up being really short or really long.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good combat spell. though.
Leva doesn't really know that. She just knows that sometimes the spells take short and take longer, and sometimes they're a bit shorter.
All right. I'm just I didn't have my
The thing is, you have no control over which direction you go.
It's just a plain platinum band
I
that I got,
I
yeah?
can turn around. I go forward.
Hang on a minute. Are you going to blink over the edge of the platform, disappear down that hole?
She could.
not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see. Okay. Yes, I could, but
It's completely random which direction.
All right. Let's see. You're 8th level now. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So that is. Let me make a note of the duration.
Jesus Christ, you could get trapped into the ethereal plane with that too.
Well, so she has to try it sometime.
All right. I'm getting my the table up for it. Give me just a second.
It's a 1d8 with right ahead, right clockwise.
Okay. The good news is that it's only 10 feet, so that's not too bad.
Okay.
Unless you keep going backwards.
Yes, you could.
It can happen.
The thing is, like I said, you could fall off the platform with it.
Well, it's only if the blinking is impossible except into a fixed solid object. The caster is then trapped on the ethereal plane, which basically means that you'd have to like fall down a pit, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we're going through a room with a pit.
Well, right, but she'd have to
She has
actually
much more
fall down the
thing-
pit in the first place.
If she gets into the pit, there's much worse things to worry about in there.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and you know that you'll have to decide whether to hold your actions until after you blink or before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you get in there, you cast a spell, which means that Higgimus would definitely catch up to you, and Lafdul would catch up to you. So Ockar and Yeldan are already out. What are the rest of you doing? They're running down that larger corridor that led into this chamber. Leva takes a moment to cast a spell, but it's a pretty quick spell.
Well, Braxon sees the people run past him, and he's frantically looking about, trying to see if he can figure something out about the room.
I mean, other than the fact that everything, like, to you, it seems like things are breaking.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen machinery fail and ships take damage and founder and stuff like that. That's kind of like what's going through your head right now.
Okay.
Oh, if that's really the thing that I think we see, then yeah, I would try to hurry up and get out.
Okay.
Run,
Or at least
Yeah.
into the entranceway of this place.
How does sustained running at full speed work?
Just con checks. Although when you're going to be out of breath by the time you go through the area, when you want to hold your breath, so you have to stop to recatch your breath.
Also, to a certain extent, you probably would not be running at full speed through that room with the invisible
no floor. Yeah,
The-
because you gotta
the-
kind of be careful.
Well, the first room, because, like, I mean, as you were saying, you think that the floor might disappear. Would you actually run full speed across a floor that you cannot see that might at any second disappear or might actually be failing in certain points?
Good point.
You know, or would you, like, kind of tentatively and try to feel with your foot, but still moving fast kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
But then
I
once
could
you're in
always
the
cast-
corridor, you could run full speed.
Yeah. I plan to run full speed once we get to the corridor and just keep running and not stop running until I'm out of here
Okay.
after we're past the invisible floor room.
All right,
My
keep in
plan
mind,
is to stop
Ockar,
here
that
because as
you...
far as I know, that there's nothing there to after the corridor of no air.
Yeah, I mean, Ockar, of course, you've got full plate armor on. Yeldan doesn't. So, Yeldan, would you be trying to keep pace with Ockar, who's trying to run at full speed, or would you be
Well,
like, nah, I'm
the
just
thing
going
is-
ahead?
the thing is that I think I'm actually at base because I left most of my gear on the sled.
Yeah, but it's still full plate armor. It's going to affect you.
Mm-hmm.
The
Run
full
for
plate
very long
armor,
periods.
I'm taking a look. The full plate armor is 70 pounds.
Really? It's only 70? Oh wait, pounds.
I thought it
Yeah.
was field plate, not full plate.
It's full plate.
But it's only as good as field plate.
It's 70 pounds. I think
Ockar will swear otherwise.
Yeah, but Yeldan, would you be? I mean,
I think I can either move at 12 or 8. I'm
yeah,
not
but
entirely
it's
sure.
still. I mean, it's still limiting your movement somewhat. So.
Okay.
And I mean, like, there's no way that you can run the way that someone who's not actually wearing any armor is running. So
Sure.
I'm not
Is it plated boots?
I'm not working into like numbers and movement speeds right now. That would come in if you were actually trying to outrun a specific thing that had a specific movement, and that's not going on right now.
Okay.
But Yeldan, would you be willing to outpace Ockar, or would you be trying to stay pace with him?
Probably stick at the same speed.
Okay. Lafdul, when you get into the room with the planets, what are you doing? You see, Leva has taken a moment to cast a spell. Braxon is looking around. Higgimus is huffing through.
How heavy is leather? Vaguely.
You don't ask that of a lady.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could carry her if I altered self. Just thinking hypothetically.
Let me see. She's 70 pounds.
Not sure.
How?
Is that including all her gear?
No. That's naked.
I'm not sure that.
I would have enough
Yeah.
wingspan to.
Oh no, I
Keep
mean
us
if you're
thinking,
talking
yeah.
about flying, then no, you would not be able to carry her.
All right, no, that's fine.
You could turn into an elven riding dog.
Lafdul's not thought these things. Even if it was true, even though he wouldn't do that. All right, no, he's going down to about the start of this room, this glass. Where's my mouse thing? Down to about here for the moment.
So get into the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's stopping at the doorway until other people catch up or something.
Yeah, Braxton's going to start leaving now.
Okay, so Lafdul, and then Leva. Once you cast a spell, how are you moving? Are you still walking? Are you running? Are you what?
I'm watching the others. They seem to be very nervous, so
I'm not overly nervous. I'm just keeping pace with the majority of the party.
if they all run like the devil is behind them. So Leva tries to keep up, more or less. However, she will first do the. In general, she will first do the blink and then run.
Right.
So first blink, then action.
So
Okay.
roll a d8.
Since it's only 10 feet, it's not going to make that much difference in this. It really is more of a combat situation. All right, and so are you trying to keep up with Higgimus, or are you willing to outpace Higgimus?
No, I'm going to keep up with Higgimus because the two of us were the ones who started off with the destruction. So I want to keep up with him.
idea.
Okay. Okay. Then the order that I think that people would get to various rooms would be Yeldan and Ockar, Lafdul, Braxon, Higgimus, and Leva.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll let you know if an actual order is required for getting into combat or something like that when you get into the room. All right. So Yeldan and Ockar, you arrive at the doorway into the large room. All the doors that you left open are still open.
Okay.
You get to this doorway, and are you gonna like stop and tentatively check out the floor, or what? Or are you just gonna?
Let me see if her.
The rest of us just need to watch and see if Yeldan disappears down the hole.
Maybe this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
I'm gonna stop, check to see if the floor's still there. If it's there, then he's gonna keep moving.
Why don't you just keep one foot on the floor?
But I don't. Yeah, he's gonna stop, check to see if the invisible floor is still there. If it is, he's gonna move across it pretty quickly, but not as fast as he can, because he knows he needs to hold his breath on.
Okay.
For the next part.
All right, so you get to the doorway, and Ockar is just a couple steps behind you, and you slow down, put your foot out, and it does appear that the floor is still there.
Okay, then he's gonna go across the floor, kind of like a straight, then kind of around the invisible where the hole is.
Okay.
A hole is, and then straight till he's parallel with straight across from the door, and then straight to the door.
Okay. As you enter the chamber, a voice booms out. It's the same voice that you've heard before, but it's kind of wavery, as if the the magic involved is not exactly functioning properly. And the voice says, again, Ockar, you hear it in Common, and Yeldan, you hear it in Elvish. The rest of you don't actually hear it, because you're not actually in the room. No, you're not close enough.
Yeah, I have a good
and
hearing now.
you're
I'm in a row.
concentrating on running. The voice booms out. One final test before you leave.
Bugger.
Congratulations, you two have volunteered for the test.
Yeah.
The door does not close. If you were worried about that, you do not hear it close. But just as the voice fades away, the glow coming from the pit down at the bottom gets quite a bit brighter. And brighter and brighter, and all of a sudden, with a loud whooshing sound, a column of some sort of pale blue glowing liquid jets up through that hole, and almost seeming to ride along with it is an enormous reptilian creature with 6 legs. Leaps out of the column and lands in midair, clearly on the platform ahead of you. And the column of whatever it is, the glowing liquid, subsides. Although, as you're taking all this in, you notice that it does not quite go back down to the hole. It is now above the rim of that the hole down at the bottom, and it
It's
does appear
filling
to
up,
be
isn't it?
filling up. Yes.
Bit of Indiana Jones for you.
Oh,
So, I am going to
Fun.
reposition where you guys are.
Oh yeah, you said reptilian, didn't you? So that
I
means
did say reptilian.
Ockar's sword. You know, you can solo this.
So
Well, here's the plan.
I am moving everyone else over to the corner for now, because they're not in the room yet. So you guys are right here, basically at the edge. You've come in. You should only be seen if you drag the map down. You should see the circle where the hole is.
I'm just seeing white.
Right. You should
Oh,
see
no, I
right,
see it.
but if you scroll down, you should see the hole.
Ah, right, got you.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that you guys can see that, and you're only seeing white because the floor is invisible. So you won't know exactly where the hole is, or where the edges of the platform are.
Oh, well, guess what Lafdul's doing when he gets a turn?
So Lafdul and Braxon will arrive next round. Higgimus and Leva will arrive on the 3rd round. Plenty of time to do whatever you want. So like literally at the beginning of the round. So.
Well, I know what I can do.
Slay a reptile.
Well, that I don't think I can solo it on my own, but
Why not?
I have an idea.
I have a
plan.
plan too. It's called move and shoot. Move and shoot.
No, I have an
Move
idea that
and
makes
shoot
up.
when you can't see where you're walking.
No,
Yep.
my idea is gonna make up for the fact that I can't see where the damn floor is.
I think Yeldan's taken this blind fighting to a whole new level.
My plan is that I'm gonna hop on the Beowulf and fly around.
Yay!
You
And
can't
use the
fight
he-
that well. Do not.
I don't care.
He's done it before.
I
He did
fought
it
a
before.
dragon
So
on Wolfbeck.
real fast, the room is noticeably colder. The creature, I have now revealed it down there at the bottom, so you can see it where it has appeared.
Okay, so it
And-
does go right to the edge then.
Oh, it's quite big.
Go ahead and roll for initiative, Yeldan and Ockar.
Have fun, guys.
Move macro.
Hey, it's just another Higgimus trophy.
Awesome.
We
Keep
don't
in
have
mind,
time for a trophy.
normal movement rate is your movement rate is in tens of feet, and each of these squares is 5 feet. So Basically, your movement rate
Well,
doubled
square.
is the number of squares that you can move. However, you cannot do full movement and still attack. You can only do half move to attack.
Yeah, I can
Question.
still with my feet. I can move half my total speed and still take 2 shots. with
Yep,
bow.
that's fine.
Ald,
Yes.
since my sword when I'm fighting reptiles is considered a +4 sword, does that affect my attack speed?
No.
So it's still
full damage.
Yeah, it's still a +1 weapon for weapon speed.
okay.
Because it
Just
doesn't
want-
really, it doesn't know, quote unquote, that you're attacking a reptile until it actually hits.
Doesn't your sword do something else?
It
No.
also protects me from gaze attacks
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's not as clever
Because-
as a thermos flask then.
because the sword is meant to fight basilisks.
What does this creature look like?
So it is.
I was
It's
saying
got-
that's Ockar.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
you'll see when
Yeah,
you
but-
when you get in. It's got pale blue scales. It's large. It's at least 8 feet tall. And it's got 6 limbs. As it leaps off, it lands on 2, and as far as you can tell, all the limbs are the same. Like, it doesn't have limbs that are clearly feet and limbs that are clearly hands. They all are the same.
I
But
am
it lands
fairly
on 2 of them, and it's got its other 4 exposed up above itself. So
I'm fairly certain it's not a basilisk because I think a basilisk is a giant snake.
In some versions, yes. Others, it has 4 legs.
Oh, I think in this version it's a giant snake.
No,
nope.
I'm pretty sure basilisks have
Well,
6.
Ockar doesn't really know what a basilisk is. He's just going
Yeah.
based on a guess.
Anyway,
well,
I
if you
think I know
turn
what
into a statue, I'll just animate you.
if it has that.
I always wanted an animated Yeldan statue.
Okay, Ockar, you're moving first. What are you doing?
I'm hopping on the back of Beowulf and flying at the thing.
Okay. Let me double check the movement speed of the saddle.
The idea being
Are you
that
running
I will
along the floor to gain speed first, or are you going straight into air?
a little bit to gain speed, hoping that I don't fall off the damn thing trying to do that.
I take it you're fighting with a lance, or you're fighting with your sword.
I'm fighting with my sword because I know it will do more damage.
But if you skewer it with a lance, it's gonna hurt.
I rolled my weapon speed for
Yeah, I
sword.
know.
I can't
I
take
know.
it now.
It's such like a role-playing like mismatch.
All right. With you on Beowulf, I'm going to say that it's got your normal movement rate. You got maneuverability class D, which means that you have to take wide turns when you come in. So you would only be able to, like, if you do passes, you fly in, attack, and then go out and swing back around, come back in. You're getting 1 attack every 4 rounds.
Well, my plan is to fly up near it, swipe, and then see if I can land somewhere near it.
Okay. Well, so you just move your token and Beowulf together, but keep in mind that you're only moving 120 feet in a round. However,
I
since
know.
you're riding, you can move your full movement and attack because it's your movement as opposed to.
Yeah, I
Then
won't
it's
be able to
wolf's
make it to the thing, but I'm gonna get close.
So go ahead and just move where you want to.
Can somebody? I'm gonna mark the. I need somebody to do a quick mark where this arrow is, so I will remember where to put my token. Because I keep forgetting where the 120
I'll
feet
do
is.
You're just
Yeah.
moving
Thank you.
full distance, right?
If you
Full
use
straight.
Q, you can.
I mean, you could like sweep out where you're pretty sure you're not close to it, and
I'm. What do you mean?
well, like you could go out here. You see my my arrow, right?
I do not see her.
I do not see an arrow.
No,
All right. Oh,
but
right.
you might be on a different layer.
Or you might be using the
Yeah,
height
no,
from
I got
others.
it. I got it. You see it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll move there.
Okay, so if you move there, then you can turn in and wheel, and it can't actually engage it with you.
This turn.
Yeah, this round because you're.
Then I will do that. I will do then turn in and wheel and
Well,
fly
no,
in the swipe.
I mean,
Next.
you move out here, and that's your turn.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you. So and that also keeps me somewhat protected from breath weapons if it has them.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Wishful thinking.
creature then moves up here.
Face you. Oh no.
It's heading towards you, Yeldan.
The one without the armor.
It seems to be ignoring you, Ockar. It's got eyes only for you, Yeldan.
I wouldn't know
Ha!
why.
All right, Yeldan, your turn.
Okay. Okay, so I'm right at the entrance, right? How wide is the entrance?
It's not right at the entrance, but
How wide
you
is
came
the
in a
entrance?
little while. It was. Hold on a second.
Because it does matter for.
It was about 50 feet wide, give or take.
The entrance was 50 feet wide.
The platform. You're not at the entrance. The door is some distance behind you. I just didn't make the whole map. This doesn't reflect the whole room. I figured that people aren't going to be using the entire space of the room.
I'm at.
Aha!
the
You have
middle.
underestimated it.
Probably.
So I'm gonna assume it's about that wide.
Help.
You can assume whatever you want. If you end up moving where the floor isn't, you may have some problems. I'll put it that way.
What? So I can move 6.
You should be at short distance even now. So
Yeah, no, I'm just plotting out my movement because as I'm moving, I'm drawing an arrow and shooting, and is how I figure it works.
all right, but hurry up because we're kind of waiting. Okay.
Okay, I'm move there. Hack.
And Thaco of 11.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I would have switched away from that. Okay. What arrows are you using?
I'll probably be using normal arrows because I wouldn't have thought to change.
Okay. You draw your bowstring back and fire this arrow at the creature, and it skitters off the scales and goes flying off into the bottom of the pit.
Got it. And I won't bother with my second shot then.
Okay. All right, so round 2, Lafdul and Braxon. Let me go ahead and position you guys. So you've come in. You can see what's going on, and everyone roll initiative. What was that, Leva?
She's still blinking, isn't she?
You're still blinking, but you're not in range of this situation. So
Okay.
you'll be arriving on the 3rd round.
Okay.
How far away is that thing?
You can use the ruler.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say.
How big is this creature?
It's a large creature. It's
No, as in
over
will
8
my
feet
fairy fire. I can affect an area of 70 square foot.
Right. So that's the way it works is
I keep forgetting how it works.
1 man-sized person per level, basically. And
A 7-man.
2 large creatures. Well, I mean,
Oh.
A large creature counts as 2. A huge creature counts as 4, and Gargantuan would count as more than that.
Oh, so I can fairy fire it. I am going to fairy fire it.
Okay.
So 1d.
Not going to be
Oh,
able to
I
get
didn't
to
roll
it.
my initiative. Where's the initiative thing? The initiative. I'll modify it to 9. But...
Yep.
It's not showing up. Oh, have I not clicked on my thing?
Probably.
One day.
Oh, we're rolling new
go.
initiatives.
Yes.
No, we're not.
Yes, we
Oh.
are. Yes, it's a
I've
new
messed
round.
up my roll twice. That's why.
Oh,
rolled.
yeah, because I didn't attack twice. Right. Okay.
Okay, so that would be. Oh, that's great.
we only-
It's like
I
you
don't-
are made for this fight.
I don't think I can run at it, so I'm gonna have to shoot it.
Okay.
I forgot my freaking blades are +3 now. Nice.
Braxton's going to take a slight step out the way of Higgimus and Lever, and he's going to shout back, "Large six-legged lizard."
Okay, everyone roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm on mute, but yeah.
All right, Ockar, you are moving first once again.
Yeah, I'm going.
Once again.
I guess I'm gonna have to do a wide turn.
You can make a pass here. I'll let you make a pass on this guy if you want to
Okay.
fly by and swipe at him with your sword, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
fly by and swing at him. So what would be the? Would just be like this.
You can go ahead
Okay.
and make your attack, and then just move to your the maximum distance, and then just kind of like wait for the 4 turns, or the 4 rounds. I'm sorry. But that does mean that you only get 1 attack. You don't get your 2 attacks because you're attacking as you fly by.
Right.
Theko is 10.
Is that taking into account the bonuses with the sword?
Yes.
So with the +4.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, you do miss as you sweep by. As you close in on the creature, however, you feel an intense wave of cold wash over you as you pass by. You're unfortunately just not used to attacking with a sword from the back of a flying wolf, so you're not able to connect with the creature. But you take 8 points of damage as you pass through this field of cold, and Beowulf takes 5.
Oh.
Kill it ASAP.
Don't have to
Well,
kill it.
Is
Just
it
have
possible
to
to
get past
land
it.
where I am?
Oh yeah. True.
Yes, if you want to decide, after your pass, that you land at the, try and land, you will have to tell me where you're trying to land, like ping the exact square, and I'll let you know what happens.
Around here, if there isn't anything to land on, I guess I'll just keep flying, but...
Okay, you try to go down, but unfortunately you do go down below the level that Yeldan and everyone else is standing on. So next round, you can try again, and just tell me, like, you'll ping where you are, and that may delay your turn, depending on whether you succeed in landing or not. Okay.
Well, next time I'm just gonna try to land around here right next to Yeldan.
Okay. The creature. I'm on the wrong thing. It moves up to you, Yeldan, and as it comes close, a chilling wave of cold washes over you, and you take 8 points of damage. and it tries to swipe at you with its claws and then bite you with its mouth. What's your armor class? Yeldan?
I'm muted. I said 2 because I don't have the Blade of Baradin out.
Okay. Alright. It manages to claw you with one of its claws
Does it have a knockback?
for 1 point of damage. And let's see about the bite. And it does bite you
Fucker.
for 8 points of damage.
How? I'm getting railed on here.
Now it's your turn.
Great. I'm putting away my bow and drawing my sword. I'm drawing the Cresting Wave Blade
Okay.
first.
Might want to
You're
defensively.
I
are you
can't attack because I'm putting my bow away because I
Okay.
don't want to drop.
You don't want to drop it. Okay. All right, so you're just swapping weapons right now. In that case, you can
I
draw
was gonna
both your
move,
weapons.
but I'm in melee now, so.
I mean, you could draw both your weapons if that's basically your whole turn.
Okay, cool. I have armor class 3 now.
All right.
Yay!
Lafdul?
He's lighting up with fairy fire.
Okay. So what color are you limiting it with?
Violet, purple.
Okay. All right. So
Damn it!
all of a sudden, purplish light seems to bathe its outline, and everyone will gain a +1 bonus to hit it.
Woohoo!
And Braxon?
Okay, so Braxon's going to shoot it with his magical bow.
Nah,
All
that was
right.
a counter
much.
arrows.
And the
Not
arrows?
magical arrows, but-
Normal arrows?
Not magical arrow, no. Magical bow, not magical arrow.
All right.
18.
All right. You draw your bowstring back and let an arrow fly. The arrow skitters along its back scaly hide and off into and then flies off down into the pit.
Yeah, I think we need to use magic weapons against this thing because non-magic weapons are not doing anything.
Braxon yells down the tunnel to Higgimus and Lever. This thing's really hard to hit with an arrow.
Lafdul would just say, "You got magical arrows."
Well, you get a
I
second.
don't think
You get a second attack, Braxon. Do you have any magic arrows that you want to use?
I don't think he has got magic arrows actually.
I know Lafdul does a few.
All right. Well, you
Yeah, but I
can.
don't think,
I'll let you forego your second arrow attack if you want to move half your movement.
That's usually what you. That's the normal thing.
If you're like dropping your bow and moving into melee, drawing a weapon kind of thing, if that's what you want to do.
No, I think Braxon will have another go with an arrow just in case.
Okay.
That was very hard to hit. That's even worse. That's a miss.
You don't even hit it this time.
Yeah. The you fire an arrow. Unfortunately, it's trying to sweep its claws at Yeldan again, and the arrow just goes flying through the space that it was at, and you do miss. Okay.
I don't think any of us are getting these arrows back, so you might as well cut them off.
Okay.
Yeah, these arrows are gone. So it is initiative time,
Okay.
and Leva and Higgimus do arrive. Give me a second to position them.
Lava
Oh,
has
great.
to roll 2 in different initiatives now because Blink.
Yeah, Leva regrets ever having said that she casts Blink.
All right.
What a great, what a great place to cast animal summoning.
All right.
She can't cast at the moment anyway.
Wholly useful spell.
No, you can cast now. This isn't a surprise round.
Yeah, no, I
No,
mean,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
see
it says
with
here
how
quite-
many use.
Spellcasting is not possible by blinking.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right, missed that part.
Me too. So Leva
Be
regrets
quiet,
ever
cat.
being cast.
You say spellcast. What about scroll reading? How's that class as spellcast?
It's not classified
know.
as spellcasting. You can cast from a. You can use a scroll. You can use magic items.
Mhm.
Higgimus, are you back? He said
Oh.
that he was gonna step away for a moment.
Does this look like an animal? I've got a spell, shrink animal. This might be
You
useful.
know, you're pretty sure that this would not be considered a normal animal in that.
Oh, it'd be a monster.
Yeah.
Ah.
So basically, so
That's a shame.
generally, unless you recognize it as a real world monster, a real world animal from Earth, it's not
Alright,
going to
now
work.
I might shout that question to Yeldan. Does it look like an actual animal? Is it a monster? I'll shout out. Well,
What do you think?
I don't know.
Right.
I got a spell that works on animals.
Braxon already shouted it was a.
I'm going to cast
legged
summon
lizard.
animal spirit.
Okay, well, Higgimus did tell me what he wanted his character to do, so I am going to roll
I
for
don't even know if
that.
that's a great idea. Oh well. It just means I'll get stunned if it dies.
So everyone rolling for initiative, please, if you haven't yet.
Oh, sorry. Yes. 5.
So,
Oh god, my luck with initiative.
So, Leva, you have a choice of holding off until you blink, or just trying to do whatever you wanted to do, which could theoretically change what you end up doing. I mean, like, if you were
line of
trying to
sight.
target a specific point and you blink beforehand,
Mhm.
that tends to that moves where you were targeting.
I think I'd like to.
Wand of magic missile.
Hold on. Let her answer.
I'd like to
Unleash
try to
another.
get the attack in before I blink. So, announce my intent before.
Okay,
Now I have to
so
roll both of them, don't I?
no, I roll the 2d8 because you don't know when you blink.
And I.
You roll a normal initiative.
Yes.
And I roll the 2d8, and if your attack goes off before you blink, it happens normally. If it goes off after you blink, then it may get disrupted.
Okay. I probably need to do the sling attack, don't I?
It's up to you. You can use a wand of magic missiles. You could use a scroll. You could use any other magic item that you have.
Okay. I used the wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
What?
What should I roll for switching weapons?
Are you dropping your bow?
No, he's definitely not dropping his bow because he's figuring we're going to get past this creature and not come back.
Okay. Then your round is spent swapping your weapons, and you can just set yourself to
I
99.
think
He can move, can't he?
Wow.
He can move a bit, yes. Not a whole lot. He can move at half his
No,
movement.
the only reason I'm asking is if the thing comes and attacks me.
Well,
Well, at this rate, Yeldan's going to be
I'll do
So-
99.
lizard chowder.
Yeah.
now, well, do you want to move, or are you going to stay where you are, Braxon?
Braxton's going to stay where he is because the thing moves quite fast.
Okay.
So he wants to have the orcish warhammer before he charges at it.
Be quiet, cat.
Okay.
Is there a combat maneuver like charge that a player can do?
You can charge, yes.
Yeah,
What's
Braxton's,
the
You get a negative to your AC though if you do.
Braxton's
Yeah, but if it's
preparing
not attacking you.
Braxton's preparing an unnecessary combat roll for the next round.
Okay. Everyone has rolled?
Yeah.
My luck with my initiative rolls today.
Yeah,
though.
mine was god awful.
Alright. Leva, you got a 9. You blink before that. So, let's see.
But does that disrupt magic missile?
Which
No,
direction?
It's whether or not she
I'm
uses
checking
line of
right
sight.
now.
Is it an explosion rather
Isn't
than
it like
direction?
it said it's the first 2d6 two of the 2d8 that you roll. Determines the
I
direct-
attack to wherever I face.
Oh god.
So
What?
You just appeared 10 feet to the right.
Okay.
It's not your turn, so the missiles do not go off yet.
where do I face?
Let me see. I
Facing
need
to
to
the
see.
right, right?
It wouldn't take very long to spin around unless you would just happen to be casting it.
I think you face in the same direction that you were, don't you? Or
Let's see. He attacks at random blinks according to blink. If he's blink or random, he must go through with his attack even if he's facing the wrong direction. It doesn't say
okay,
anything.
yeah. Well, then facing is gonna matter.
You face in the direction you blink to.
He blinks first and then attacks in whatever direction he's facing. Whatever that is, I don't know. Would Leva turn around and face into the direction that she actually blinks?
It's not a
Uh,
precise.
Would she keep on looking at the actual enemy?
No, it isn't blink when you go for another dimension or something.
Yeah, technically she's going into the ethereal plane, getting moved 10 feet, and then reappearing on the material plane.
You would lose your sight on the target.
But
Unless
that-
you can see in the ethereal plane.
I think that
It
you
should-
face in the direction that you blink towards. That's what I'm going to do because it's talking about facing.
Okay.
And so that does mean that you're now facing that direction.
And the magic missiles, where do they go?
They're going to go in that direction, which means that they're not going to work.
Okay.
Oh, hey, it won't use up charges on your wand then.
No, she did.
How come it
Did
didn't?
she?
Yeah, it's going to use charges.
Wow.
I
Um,
mean,
and
She just set them out. She didn't focus on
Yeldan,
the
you take 3 points of damage from the blistering cold, and it's trying to scrape at your face again with its claws and bite you.
My AC is I'm slightly easier to hit now.
Okay.
I'm
we
gonna
starting?
die.
It's attacking Ockar. You'll get your turn in a second.
Okay.
All right, Yeldan, you get clawed for 7 points of damage with 2 of the claws, and
Ow.
it bites you for 6 points of damage.
I'm getting destroyed here. I'm down already to 11
I'm trying to
HP.
come in to save you. You might want to run away.
He'll get provoked.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Someone
attacked
has
again.
to actively push him out of the way behind him.
it's your turn,
cover
Ockar.
him.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna try to land here
Okay.
and then make my attacks.
All right.
You can't
Because
get wolf
you've
to attack.
because you've had gone through an unusual and rather hard turn, put yourself down. I'm gonna give you a penalty of -2 to attack, but you will get your normal attack routines.
That's
And-
fine.
As you do come in, you do suffer 4 points of damage, and Yomo suffers 3 points of damage from the cold.
2
Unfortunately,
and 3.
that is a miss.
Yeah, but do I get it with my second attack too?
You'll get your second attack at the end of the
Another
round.
attack.
But I get the -2 to that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just for this one round, though. All right. So Leva, you blinked, and your spell does fizzle.
Mhm.
Hold on a second. And the missiles go off into nothingness, and it does use up charges.
Okay.
So give me a second to edit that. Yeldan, your turn. You've got both your swords out.
I might have a workaround for you, Lever, actually. You might appreciate.
My attack.
It should be. I mean, the 7 rounds should be about. Well, the 8 rounds should be soon finished. Should be finished.
Your main hand does succeed in hitting, so you do manage to hit with that. All right, 8
Oh,
points
it's
of
large,
damage.
isn't it? Yeah.
Give me just a second. All right, the creature does roar as the first successful hit cuts through his scales and injures him. Bluish blood seeps out from underneath that slice. Lafdul, your turn.
I'm casting Summon Animal Spirit.
Okay.
So my sacrificial creature shall join the fray.
All right, give me a second to get something on the board for you.
Can I say something to Level while I'm doing this?
Yes. Afterwards, yes.
Or rather, it's kind of like a spellcraft check. Could I know if I cast Battle Sense on her, would she now need to keep line of sight? She can see all around her. She doesn't actually have to have physical, direct line of sight.
The problem is that
She might blink away before I cast it.
well, there's that, but also it doesn't matter about line of sight. She physically changed positions. It's like, you're swinging your sword and all of a sudden you're somewhere else. You continue swinging your sword. It's just that now there's nothing there.
Yeah, but it's a ranged attack.
It doesn't matter because you were still in the process of attacking a specific point, and all of a sudden the specific point that you're still attacking 10 feet away, 20 feet away. It's just that now what is 20 feet away is not the creature that you were attacking.
Blink sounds like
If that don't work,
The advantage of Blink is that if she blinks before something else attacks, they still attack the empty space that where she was, and they then automatically miss. Same thing with
But
spells. So if someone
I
was trying to
still-
magic missile her, their spell would fizzle.
I still kind of feel like a spell like Mirror Image would be a slight bit better.
I mean, it's randomness, so.
Yeah.
She
Randomness
wasn't
is the
using
wild
it for...
mage forte.
I take it my creature can't attack on the first round. I don't think it can.
It probably can. Let me control by Lafdul. There you go. How many hit points does it have?
I think it was 16. I need to double check that. 1 second. I will...
I can edit it. I'll put it at 16. No, it can't attack the round that it appears. Okay, Higgimus, I rolled for your gun because that's what you told me that you were doing. So it's your turn. Are you back?
Oh, it's got 17 hit points, sorry.
Higgimus?
1 more hit point.
Said you were back.
Sorry, I was,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm muted.
So yes, I rolled for your pistol because that's what you said that you were doing.
No,
Oh, God.
somewhere.
Well, that was a miss anyway.
Yep.
All right, Braxon swaps his weapons, and Ockar, you get your second attack. Yeldan, do you get a second attack with your main weapon?
I also just remembered that Lafdul did fairy fire on this thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was still a
I
miss,
should
though.
have just so I'm gonna do this roll with that in mind because I didn't do it last time.
All right, your main hand misses.
Yep.
Yeldan. And what did you say your Thaka was?
10.
Okay, that is a hit.
Oh, okay.
So
Possible AC of
1d12 plus 5.
Boo.
Nice.
I think you got its attention.
Yep. Come at me, you
Hopefully.
big freak!
Your sword sinks into its hide deeper than Yeldan's blade did, and it lets out a great ferocious roar, and yeah, it turns its eyes to you.
Didn't
Yes!
Yeldan also get a hit?
No, I missed. I only get to attack with my main hand a second time,
Yeah.
not my offhand.
He's just using the macro for it.
Mm.
Okay. New
Both, I
initiative?
can't.
Yep, new initiative.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
probably could if I got
you
the
said-
accomplice right.
You said Braxon would be able to move up a little bit.
Yeah, you can move it half your movement.
Hey!
I'm trying to see
Okay.
what my movement rate is.
Look at that initiative roll.
Leva, your sling has a speed of 5.
Remember, any ammo
Okay.
that you use is probably going to be lost.
Thank you.
I can move at half my movement and make one shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is weird. I can't find it.
All right, then I will do one shot while moving with magical arrow.
Oh, right there.
Or I guess if you actually hit the guy, you won't lose the arrow because it'll be stuck in him.
No,
Can't select my
I get to roll on the thing
Can't seem to select my icon anymore.
token. Oh, it might be because Old moved it to a different layer.
Oh,
Let
it's
me
okay.
know
It's
it.
okay now.
Okay. It might be because it's literally at the very edge of the map.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move Lafdul so it's not at the thingy.
Oh, it might have been the line I drew. My bad.
Wow.
The black figure does walk in behind you guys, but it's just
Oh,
standing there. It
golly.
doesn't actually seem to be doing anything.
I like to think that there's like a webcam in that thing, and it's just been observing how stupid we've been being, so that they could show it to the entire universe.
Yeah, it's just like a massive projection going over Radel right now.
All right. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
Yes, we have to finish the rolling for Leva with the blinking thing. Or is
Or
blink
it's how-
finished now?
Or it's how those Paradise guys evaluate us by doing like some kind of weird subspace transmission with that thing, so we could watch your every move. Like, wow, these guys are taking forever on this one puzzle.
Okay. I did roll for your blink leva, and
Well, this time she's gonna wait, so you can add it up.
okay, so you are gonna wait. All right, so that is going to be plus 12.
She's never been this slow, ever.
All right, I will let you know when you actually move.
It's almost
Okay.
like you got a spell to make you move faster.
Okay.
Haste blink.
Oh no.
All right, so everyone has rolled now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Yeldan, you take 2 points of cold damage,
Okay.
and go ahead and make your attack.
Kick its butt!
Huh.
You might hit with one.
Okay, both of those do hit.
Oh, yay.
So it's gonna have like an AC of 3.
Oh wow! I
Oh,
just
good. You are
really
angry.
into it.
You are like
I
fighting
might
for your
die
life,
though
though.
now.
So the creature had clearly refocused onto Ockar, and it was attempting to claw his face when your swords sink in, dealing quite a bit of damage.
And now it's on your focus. And it's gonna
Well,
kill you.
it already decided to attack you this round, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It seems to realize whatever it focuses on, it seems to.
And
Not be the
Ockar
best way.
and Bjolmolf, Ockar, you take 6 points of damage, and Bjolmolf takes 4 points of damage from the cold.
We're both still fine.
And the creature tries to claw at you.
Shield up.
Ouch.
It succeeds with 3 of its claws.
ow!
Oh
good
god.
Take 12 points of damage. And now its bite. It misses.
I-
4 claws, 1
You managed
bite.
to stick your shield in its mouth where
Yep.
its claws whacked you.
Yep, 4 claws, 1 bite.
I'm down. I was at like 38 at the beginning of this round. Now I'm at 20.
Well, we do
Now
have
you know how I
multiple.
felt when I saw my health go from like 40 to 20 to 9 in like 3 rounds.
However,
Yeah.
Yeldan, it does appear that it is turning its focus back to you now.
Well, we'll see.
Braxon, your turn.
I'm not sure if I can get to this thing.
You can move, if it's less than 120 feet, you hit it.
50.1 feet.
What's your movement rate right now?
I know I'm at 8.
Yeah. 6 I've got.
Okay, so you can move 30 feet and still make your attacks. I mean, you could just do your full movement up to it and not get your attacks, but, you know, be ready to attack next round.
Yeah.
It's more accurate if you have the snapping effect. Snapping from center to center.
Snapping thing. I
Just,
think I'll have Braxon move to about there,
Just be careful.
because it'll come and eat him. Now I've got to put the other thing back on. Oh. Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's Higgimus's painted word. I have to pay royalties if I say stop it.
Yes. Pay up.
Okay, Braxon, as you move in, you enter an incredibly cold area. However, your ring seems to be protecting you from that.
Nice.
Yes.
It's just cold.
You
to
and your
him, though.
lucky ring.
All right, Ockar, your turn.
I'm going to swing.
Swing, bada, 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 swing.
So, and it's yeah, we get a +1 to the fairy fire. So.
Yep.
It doesn't say my creature hits with a magical weapon.
Well, that hits.
That is a hit. Lafdul, it says that your creature can hit things.
Oh, wait, does it?
I mean, that's what you posted. That's what you sent to me.
Stab.
Oh, yeah. +1. Oh, sorry.
All right,
Actually-
Ockar, you swing your blade and slice deep into its scales. It lets out a great roar as you deal 13 points of damage. It's got a lot of cuts. There is quite a bit of blood coming off of it now.
Quickly, get the
Leva
vials.
does
Scoop
not
it up.
move yet. I'm going to move you down here for now.
Lafdul needs like a giant syringe.
Higgimus, your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Can I move up?
Do-
How far can I move up?
Half your speed, half your movement.
Half your speed.
And your
Which is how
movement
many
is
squares?
Your movement rate is 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 squares. Because you can move double your squares in movement, basically.
I thought of something you could do.
You said half my movement?
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
move the number of squares equal to your movement, because squares are 5 feet and movement is tens of feet.
Oh,
So-
okay. So,
you can
half
move
that,
6.
Okay.
which is 30 feet.
Oh, okay. So I can move 3 more squares.
Yes.
All right. And I'm going to called shot, shoot it in the head.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while for a take to make it there, but once it does, oh my. Or would we call Higgimus a howitzer?
Oops.
You take aim at its head and fire. Unfortunately, its head is moving between Yeldan and Ockar, snapping at both of them in anger, and your shot, unfortunately, goes wide.
Are you using magical shot?
Are there
no, it
magical
wasn't.
bullets?
No, it wasn't, because I haven't loaded that up.
Oh, now you can.
Oh,
That's it. Loaded. He's using multiple guns. He shot with one
Oh,
rear-lock
yeah.
pistol.
Do we know for a
pulled
fact
out
that we
another
need
one.
magical weapons to hit
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Because
Oh,
we've
yeah, but I
tried
don't know if
non-magical-
you realise this. Though.
We've
I
tried
didn't know that.
We've tried non-magical arrows and it didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
That's
Braxon
fine.
yelled out.
You might not have.
Braxon yelled out
Higgimus might
about
not have
arrows.
paid any attention to that. It's fine.
That's
Yeah.
actually quite true. All right, so we'll play off like that.
All right, Lafdul, your turn.
He's moving, and shooting with a +1 flight arrow.
And your
Movement 8.
and your creature
half
gets to move.
that. Yeah, well, the creature can hit that easily, but
So remember, I mean, half move right now is squares equal to your movement, because you can move double the squares at your full movement rate.
So you can move 8 squares,
yeah. Just thinking where
which
I
is
can...
40 feet.
No, I want to keep a line of sight on this creature so I can still shoot it. Yeah. I'll go down to there.
Remember, I
Okay.
drew like a thing where Yeldan thinks the border
Oh,
is.
wait, hang on now. I'll go put there because I know it's got an aura.
Okay. And where are you moving
Actually, can I-
your ghost creature?
No, the ghost creature can just go in.
Okay. All right.
Because it's a
As
ghost.
it closes in, it takes 3 points. Actually,
It would go down to 14.
right,
I'll have to keep
but
an eye on that.
It's a ghost.
is it? Does it take cold
Oh,
damage?
it's not affected by cold damage. No, I don't think it does.
Okay. Then it does not take any damage. I'll go with that. You can double check it later.
Yeah, and suffers no damage from code-based attacks.
Okay. Go ahead and make attacks for yourself and for the creature.
Sorry, 1 second. 20, because I need my FACO. Where the hell's my FACO? I know that's a miss.
Yeah,
Alright,
that is a miss.
So by the arrow.
my FACO for the creature is a 15.
All right, the creature does hit. Your arrow is gone.
Oh, my +1 arrow. Oh well. It does 2d4.
Does it count as magic?
Yeah,
Whatever
it hits as a
damage?
+1.
All right,
Okay,
so
cool.
what kind of creature is this? This is the serpent.
The wormy serpent thing.
Okay. Your ghostly serpent slithers in.
Furry.
Yeah, I know. And launches itself right at the creature's neck, sinks its ghostly fangs into its
You killed it,
throat,
didn't you?
and the creature flails at this ghostly thing, clawing at it as it falls back dead.
Wow.
Lafdul underestimate how powerful this creature is. Oh dear.
I think it's more that we weakened it enough for you to get a lucky shot.
No, it's totally my creature. Lafdul takes credit.
And you're just going to ignore all the sword damage we did to it.
Yep. Lafdul doesn't care about that bit.
Leva
This
then
creature's
blinks.
amazing. Oh, goodbye, Leva. Well, there's at least a third of her chance that she'll go in the void.
If she goes backwards, she probably the teleport.
Oh, that's
well,
good.
Actually,
She won't
Leva
teleport.
blinks back there.
Okay, we killed the
Actually,
thing.
that's question.
Yeah.
If Leva stands here, and she then blinks, I take it that this will be going back
Going-
left, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That was here, wasn't it? On one further.
Yep. Now, through the course of your battle, the blink spell has now expired, by the way.
How much is this room filling up?
It's filled up a fair bit. It's now the level of the liquid is now about 100 feet below you, and it is still rising.
What kind of liquid is it?
Hard to tell. It's glowing blue. It could be water. It could be
Acidic?
something else. You can see chunks of something in it, some sorts of solid that are white.
Ockar's gonna hop off of Bamolf, go over, place his hand on Yeldan's shoulder, and perform lay on hands.
Okay.
Braxon's going to spin
So-
round to.
Yeldan, you gain 14 hit points.
Cool.
So
Braxis?
the room is noticeably colder now. You can feel cold, rising
to go.
from this liquid.
Okay, guys, we should get out of here right now.
Braxon
that-
spins round to Higgimus and says, "Do you need the head from this thing, or are we going to keep moving?"
How big's the head? Quickly.
It's pretty
Yeldan's
Should we-
Yeldan's already moving.
Guys, we got this weird liquid rising up. I don't think we have time to be waiting about a head.
And the
Can have
floor
an
could
attempt.
disappear at any moment. Yeldan yells.
How heavy
What are you
is
trying to ask, Higgimus? Hold on.
Is this stuff similar to that water ice stuff we saw earlier outside?
Possibly.
Possibly.
You don't know. I mean, you
Don't.
have been kind of focusing on a fight. It could be water, but it could also be a water-like liquid. I mean, there's other clear
Could be
liquids out
acid.
there.
Lev throws a bullet into the liquid to see whether it will freeze again.
Non-magical bullet.
Yes.
The liquid is moving as your bullet does hit. There is a dull sploosh sound, and it does seem to ice up around it, but then it kind of like rolls over and sinks beneath the water or the liquid or whatever it is, and you're not sure what happened.
Freezing.
Okay, so it does freeze. Let's get moving, I say as they start heading towards the exit.
I'm gonna get in one of
No,
the
I'm
gashes
leaving.
and cuts. I'm trying to get some blood in a vial. If it looks like it's gonna take too long, I'm not gonna do it. Because
You're
you get like
it-
really deep.
it
swings
definitely
into it.
it definitely would take a bit of time.
Can we move back to the other map, or
How heavy is this thing? Could Higgimus carry it?
Not.
It's pretty heavy. It would be
Bulky.
pretty heavy.
It's not that. It's not necessarily that it's heavy. It's that it's bulky and unhit. Right.
Yeah, but he wants his trophy.
Never said he wanted it. Just
No, I
pointing
don't
that
need a
out.
trophy on this one.
Plus,
It
you're
would
kind of
take
worried
too long.
about this rising liquid and the shaking of the chamber and everything like that.
And the fact that the
Yeah.
floor could disappear.
So how long is the estimate until the water is up to us?
You're not sure.
All right. So
We're supposed to run out when the base is collapsing. not take measurements.
How about you gut this thing? It might have something in its belly.
So Yeldan,
Yeldan's already left.
you're already moving away. All right.
Yeah. I've been measuring. It's like, yeah, there.
All right. Oh yeah, we are actually quite far away.
I'm gonna pass on trying to get something from this thing this time. I'm going
Alright.
to.
Charles, have you been keeping track of where I've been moving my token?
Yeah, I've seen your
Can-
token. I'll let you know if
can
something
I-
happens.
Is there anything I can grab off like a loose scale? One thing.
If you want to take some time to do that. Who's
you
moving
say
away?
Time is there like nothing?
If Braxon sees,
I think that's towards the doorway. I can't tell because you didn't put the doors on this map.
If Braxton sees
Yeah, this is
Lafdul
just a
doing
segment
that,
of
he'll go over.
Oh, you know
and-
what? Hang on, I can just alter stuff and just fly out the room, so I can just fly at the last moment.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
don't forget that liquid might fill up all the corridors.
I don't think I'll go through the portal though.
Don't know.
All right. So Yeldan is already heading
Out of
away.
the room.
yeah, I'm going after him a little bit behind because I
Yeah,
said
so
I
as
was
I
leaving.
get to the doorway, Yeldan will take a deep breath and start running to the corridor.
All right, Ockar, you're not flying, correct?
I'm
It'd be faster to
not
fly.
flying. I was basically just falling behind Yeldan.
Okay. Because I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh, am I in a bad spot?
Mm-hmm.
You're
No.
low health, aren't you?
Okay, dexterity check. That would be. Okay, I had to get below a 15. Come on. No!
All right.
That time I didn't want a 19.
So, Ockar is racing after Yeldan. Unfortunately, he has misjudged where the edge of the floor is. Ockar, give me an attack roll for Beowulf.
Does
Oh,
it manage
God.
to bite onto your arm to hold you?
Well, this is how Ockar dies. Not in glorious combat, but yeah.
Oh, it missed.
That is a miss. Real fast, does anyone have any idea on anything they could do as Ockar starts tumbling over the edge?
Rope.
I'm like right
Rope.
next to him, right?
Rope.
Okay.
Lafdul's gonna start growing his wings and start flying up. I might be able to slow his descent if anything.
Yeah, Yeldan has his own rope. He'll toss it over the edge for Ockar to try to grab on.
Okay. Braxon is very, very far away from the situation.
Yeah.
But if you want to try and do
It's not a
something, you
magic
can
rope.
do that. Yeah, I know yours is not. So
Yeah, Braxon.
Yeldon, you're
Braxton,
tossing your rope over the edge.
So as Okka's falling, he has a chance to grab it. Yep.
Okay, so you're shouting, grab the
question.
rope to Ockar.
Can I ask something? Because my creature's immune to code,
Mhm.
I'm going to theorize that it's immune to the code, so I could send it in, so to speak.
Yeah, but it doesn't fly.
Oh, no, it's a ghost. Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't matter.
fly.
Can't even...
It doesn't
So,
Nobody might be able to hold on to it. I don't know if it's tangible.
It's
so
too
can
late
I
to
attempt to
see
grab
the
the rope?
It's got
Yes, you
movement.
can
Too far
attempt to
away,
grab
though.
the rope.
It's too late to cast alternate reality, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, it's
considering
too
you need
far
to
away.
touch the target of the alternate reality, yeah.
So can
You
I
get
grab
alternate reality on the wolf. Maybe.
Well, she's
Could I?
still too far away.
I'm grabbing the rope
I
that's
leave
being
that
thrown
up
to
Yeah,
me.
I know. Hold on, Ockar. Braxon, you're just standing there.
No,
Okay. What are you doing?
the rope's not long enough.
Yes, I know that.
All right.
So what are you
how...
doing? Like, I mean, you've got a magical rope. You can, if there's something that you want to try and do, you can try and do it. Like, that's not involves just standing there.
Well, I'd try and get Braxton down, but hang on. I've got to work out how much he can move.
Also, I cast haste on the wolf.
We're not in combat rounds anymore, are we? So I'm figuring if I could get Braxton down to... I can't ping.
Right,
Hang on.
but I mean, things still
I can
happen
get him down to
relative
about-
to combat rounds. So, I mean, movement
Well,
is
he'd
still...
have to get a lot nearer before the rope can reach, because it's only 60 foot long, isn't it?
Yeah. But, I mean, you'd
Yeah,
have to
but-
tell me where you're moving to when you're trying that.
All right.
Yeah.
I
As
don't know.
you're telling the rope to expand or go out, you can move forward. The rope will hover in the air, so to speak.
Try to get him down to about there.
Alright, let me see. Okay, unfortunately, that's not going to be close enough. But, Ockar, give me another dexterity check. There is a penalty to this, because you're falling, and also,
Panicking.
give me an attack roll, Yeldan.
Attack roll.
Because you're basically trying to get the rope to Ockar rather than just
My
dangle it
normal,
over the edge.
my normal dex is 15.
Let me
Okay.
check what my default attack is. It's 14.
With that attack roll and that dexterity check, Ockar, you do manage to grab a hold of that rope.
I'm hoping Okka's wolf is gonna think, oh, grab the rope, because I don't think Yeldan can hold his weight.
No, but you'll stop his descent. That's the whole point of it.
Guys,
Okay.
help Yeldan! Help Yeldan now!
First of all, Ockar, you take 3 points of damage, mixture of rope burn and jarring as you're, jerked to a
Being
stop
hoisted
kind of
up.
thing. And I'm going to need a strength check from Yeldan.
Yep.
I cast enlarge on Yeldan.
What's the range on that?
Just a second, because I was looking at haste before.
Is he going to be able to fit through the door?
I don't know.
Strength would have been a better.
Haste is 60. Sorry, that's enlarge. 5 yards.
Oh, yeah,
in it.
you were saying
So
haste at first.
that's 8 times 5. That's 40 yards.
Yeah, that's plenty of space.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
well,
you have to
it doesn't
level
modify
variation.
my
You could tell me
Yeah,
whether
that's
it's
true.
right.
But, I mean, that's still 120 feet, so
Okay.
Level variation, unless I roll really, really badly, still probably pretty good.
Yeah.
5 yards per level, you said?
Yep.
I'll wait for this to resolve before I roll. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna affect strength, but
You got better.
because my strength is 13.
Yep. All right. So, as Yeldan is straining with the weight of a full plate armored Ockar on one end, he suddenly gets quite a bit larger. Go ahead and just roll, and there's going to be a modifier to it, so
Oh god.
just
That's
enough.
off by 3.
Just enough. All right, so Yeldan suddenly gets quite large, 60% larger, in fact. And you do drop to your knees, holding onto this rope, and Ockar's dangling there. You may not be able to hold him for very long, though.
Does Akka's wolf grab the rope and start pulling?
Yeah,
wolf's gonna
Lafdul's going to
help.
start running.
Ockar's
Over
wolf is not
during
quite
this.
that smart.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Guys, help now!
Yeah, is none of the rest of us able to like get over there? And
Yeah,
no one's
yeah,
no
you
one's
guys-
telling me that they're rushing up to.
yeah. Well, we're not going to sit around
Yeldan.
while all this is all happening.
Yeah, Braxon would be, but
Lafdul and
So it's on the
Braxon
other side of the room.
Higgimus should be doing something.
Right, but
Yeah.
you know, if you want to get up to the situation, you can say, I'm going to get there as soon as I possibly can. And no one has
Yeah.
actually said that.
Yeah, I want
Yes.
to do
all right.
that.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt people, but Braxon will try to
Yeah.
get to about here and then throw the rope again.
Okay.
I'll just try to get down there as quick as I
Lafdul's
can,
just
Yes,
sprinting
very
to
well.
help Yeldan.
Okay.
And I can
I don't know
command
how-
my,
but I'll get down.
yeah.
Let's just look that
I can
nobody
probably
else is
reach there in a
falling over
run.
the edge.
I'm reasonably certain I can reach.
Yeah, but let's just see that nobody else is falling over the edge.
Well, I'd have to. I'm pretty certain I know where I can run based on where everyone else has been running.
Okay. So I mean, because keep in mind that running is like if you say I'm just going full speed, that there's, you know, I mean, it's a pretty good multiplier on your movement rate. You know, think about what you do for a normal walk versus when you just decide to run full bore. Is anyone
Yeah.
running full bore? Higgimus, were you doing that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm slow.
Okay. And Leva has gotten that spell cast.
50.
And
I can go to
Braxon,
that now.
Braxon
you
would have
are
run
now
fast.
close enough to use your rope.
Right, so he'll have another go with his rope.
All right. And you're commanding it to wrap onto Ockar?
Wrap around. Yeah, wrap around Ockar.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Can I get my ghost companion to help or not? Can it help with the rope? It's got a movement rate at 240, so
It's
whether or not it can grab it.
yeah, not exactly. However, with the help of Braxon's rope and Higgimus would be able to get to Braxon faster.
Oh
than you
yeah,
could get
I would
to,
help Braxon then from that point of view.
Yeldan. You can use that and pull Ockar up.
Yeah.
Okay. Ockar, the cold from the liquid down below does cause 2 points of damage. It hasn't touched you, but you know, you're now down below the edge of the platform, and the cold is much more intense down there.
Are they able to pull me back up?
Yeah, they're pulling you back up right now.
Okay. I'm sighing in relief because I feel like if I had actually fallen into that liquid, I would not be alive right now.
It's now about 70 feet below you, as opposed to 100 feet when it was moments ago.
How far below is it for me?
At the point that was you were about halfway down there.
Okay. All right, let's get going, shall we?
Don't you characters have temporary healing potion? I'm pretty sure you do. I wrote
Yeah.
them down.
I already used mine.
Higgimus has one, Braxon has one, Yeldan has one.
Yeah, Yeldan didn't think to use his because he's more worried about getting out of the room. He's like, okay, time to take a breath and run through a corridor.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you're below a certain amount of life, you can't hold your breath very well.
Okay. Now, I'm alive. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
You now, kind of recognizing where the edge of the platform is. The rest of the party is pretty careful about avoiding it. And you do get to the entrance to the corridor that was filled with vacuum before, and you do not see the shimmery kind of barrier that was there before.
Gone.
Takes a deep breath anyways and starts bolting it.
Okay. Running through there, you're pretty sure there's air in there.
Great.
Brax,
He doesn't slow
Brax's-
down. He
Braxon's
just stops
gonna
holding his breath.
Braxon's gonna do the same thing, but if he can hear his feet slapping on the ground, he's gonna say the air's back.
Well, there was no shimmering pool. You'd notice that immediately because there's
Yeah.
no sudden pressure or lack of pressure, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
don't
this.
find yourself passing through any kind of membrane or anything like that.
We don't?
Passing
'cause
into
it's
that chamber,
gone.
nope.
Oh, are the niches back in the walls?
Yeah, we pick up all the things out of the niches on the way through.
I don't know if this liquid's going to keep on following us into this room.
Well,
I'm annoyed we didn't manage to have the time to pry
Hey,
the
is this
staff
golem
out.
following us still?
Yeah,
let's
it
keep,
is.
Let's just keep moving.
No, the golem should stay in here.
No!
Like, it just seems to walk at. But every time you look,
Leisurely
it seems
pace.
to be keeping pace with you somehow. But it's like it doesn't appear to be running.
Moving any faster.
Well, we should start running. I don't think
Good
there's
thinking.
anything.
You're not sure.
Ockar's
I mean,
gonna
because
start running down this corridor.
it's always behind you, so it's like you'd have to actually look back to see where it is. And generally, the only time that you're doing that is when you get to a new room, and it just seems to walk in after you. So is everyone running at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Running.
Okay. So
We're running
you,
because we don't want to die.
you get to the room, you run down the corridor that was formerly a vacuum and is no longer. Take a moment to catch your breath in the hemispherical room that you ended up camping quite a lot in. And
Yeah, because...
looking down the corridor that was filled with swirling dust, the dust seems to have settled and kind of formed little sand dunes along the floor. There's no more swirling dust in the air.
Then let's start moving down that corridor. Keep an eye out for those weird webs.
I don't know if this liquid's going to follow us.
Don't tempt fate.
I'm not tempting fate.
Well,
I
it
don't
will.
care about the liquid. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeldan
Yes.
and Ockar, you guys are taking the lead on running as quickly as you can down that corridor?
Yep.
Okay.
We're in a I don't want to die scenario.
Yeah, you already had your brush for death today.
So, Lafdul, what do you... I mean, like, if you're
I'm
curious about
going
the
with the
liquid,
party.
what
I'm going
are
with the
you doing?
majority.
Okay.
I'm following behind. I'm not
I
being
mean,
left in here.
You could wait a few moments if you want to risk it.
No,
I'm just saying.
no. I'm following the party.
Okay.
Braxon's gonna have a quick look up the black corridor and see if it's still black.
It's already fading.
The curtain of blackness is significantly further back than it was before. Like you can see a good 100 feet down that corridor. Most of it's, I mean, there's no lights down there, and the extent of your light is not that long, but you can kind of make out the outlines of the walls beyond that, and you know that the curtain of blackness was a lot closer, way, way, way closer than it was before.
Can Braxon see anything on the walls?
No, the walls are plain. You can see that the floor is very, very rough, though. Almost intentionally so.
Yeah. Oh, now I know why I was falling over. Right, Braxton's going to turn and go through the sand.
Okay. It is a lot slower going through the sand because it's not solid surface beneath your feet. You keep sinking in. The sand moves under your feet and everything like that, so you're significantly slower moving through here.
There's no magical strands here anymore, so
you're not seeing them. There's no. I mean, you're not getting. You're not seeing the sandstorm that was there before.
Braxton's
we
going
could
to
have
yell
a cursory look in this room.
No time.
Braxton's going to yell out to everyone, be careful in case there's any more traps to get us on the way out.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Higgimus, Leva, what are you guys doing? Are you keeping up with, trying to keep up as much as you can with Ockar and Yeldan?
Yes.
Yeah, try to keep up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping up as well.
Lafdul, are you bringing up the rear because you're curious about the liquid, or are you...
No, because the rest of the party's just abandoning me, so I'm just going to go with him. He's sad, but he's going with the party.
You don't have to.
No, he's going with the party. He's not being left anymore.
Yeldan gets sealed in here because the door shuts behind us.
So I've already lost a magical arrow and a dagger
Your
here, you know.
What is your detect noise, Lafdul?
Oh, it's probably terrible. 40, I think.
Okay.
I'm probably wearing my cap.
Yeah, all
Is
right.
that terrible out of 100?
Probably 35, I think.
You don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's the golem sinking into the sand, probably.
Okay,
Or the
so
golem being swallowed by the liquid.
you keep moving as quickly as you can. You end up only moving about normal movement rate down this corridor, unfortunately, because of how thick the sand is and how much your boots are sinking in and everything like that.
So it'll take us about 3 rounds to get.
Yeah. When
But
you get
At least
to...
we can breathe and aren't taking constant damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you're moving through, it's distinctly colder than it was before.
Oh, great.
Not cold enough to really, make you actually suffer from any exposure, but you could feel a breeze coming in the direction of the exit.
Gone.
Once we get back to the entrance, we need to swap out back to our cold weather gear because we're probably going to have to start marching immediately back to civilization.
And that's going to take time to put the armor on.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me check something. What did my...
I didn't realize I got a PM. I Discord muted.
I didn't PM you. Did I?
No, I got one from one of the players.
Ah.
I was just apologizing, but I wasn't letting anyone else know who that person was. So.
Ah. Secret stuff. Okay, let's see. Alright, give me a second. Okay. So you finally get through the sand and stand in that the chamber that you had the 2 doors in. You still do not see the door opposite, the one that you chose not to take. That wall is still smooth as it was once you made your decision. However, you guys can hear from behind you the sound of liquid flowing. It's still kind of distant, so it's not like rushing. And if you turn and look behind you, you you can't see anything like rushing down the corridor, but you can hear the sound of liquid flowing from behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running down this hall.
Yeah. No time.
Ald,
Mhm.
No, Lafdul's
Whi-
keeping.
which
Sorry.
which way does this door go?
What do you mean?
Does it open into the corridor or
It opened.
into
Yeah,
the...
it opened into the corridor.
Okay,
Actually,
right. So,
actually, no. It opened outward. I'm sorry.
bah. What? Well, basically, Braxon wants to wait for the last person to come through and then just slam the door shut and try and wedge it.
Okay.
With your convenient
um,
wedges.
How does this door open on this side?
That one opened into the chamber.
Oh, then
Let's-
he'll do that one.
Let's just do this one.
He'll do that
Why
one.
not just let the liquid just flow out? Because that means we haven't permanently sealed this place.
Because we want to slow it down because our sled is in the hallway up here.
Isn't it going up an incline, isn't it?
No one here is really. No one here is a dwarf, so they can't really tell.
Braxton's gonna press the button on the stick of many buttons. See if he can detect a slope.
I don't believe
No,
it
you-
detects slopes. It gives you depth and magnetic north.
You would have to have a reference in order to get an idea if that was a slope, because you would have to have cast out the entrance.
I mean, you could tell that the hemispherical chamber that you've just entered does have a concave floor, so the center of the floor is slightly lower than everything
So it'll
else.
slow it down a bit.
Well, then Braxton's gonna try and shut that door behind us.
No.
The one between.
This one, because
That
Lever
one?
said that door would be better.
Okay. So everyone heads into that corridor. The black statue
Why don't we just get...
is following you. It's still following you.
Does it get through the door before Braxton closes it?
Is Braxton
Yeah,
going to try to let him? Is he going to try to make a point of?
close the golem off.
Just let it through.
Braxton's-
It's up to him.
hurry up.
Braxton, what are you going to do?
Braxton's gonna shut the door as soon as the last of our party goes through. He's not waiting for the statue.
Oh.
Okay, so you're
But
gonna. So
If
keep
he
in
tries
mind.
to open the door,
Keep in mind
Yeah.
that this door is over 15 feet tall. It's thick stone, and as you try and grasp it, it does not budge in your hand.
all right. Then he's gonna leave it.
Okay.
He's like, oh, I can't actually close it.
I would go over to Higgimus. Higgimus, can you seal off an entrance with your wall of ice?
I used it today.
Oh, alright, never mind.
Yeah, remember,
good
we
thought.
used it to make a bridge.
Yeah, but I thought we rested since then.
No?
For some reason.
Well, we gotta keep running.
Yeah, I'm running out now at this point.
Actually, no, you did. You used it to make the bridge over to the door that the secret door that you were
Yeah, we
trying to get
rested in the
through.
ring while people were searching the buttons.
Yeah. So yes. You
Oh,
did rest.
so I
right.
have not used it.
Yeah,
Do you wait
Oh.
till the statue
We
pack
should
goes
use-
past?
we should use that to once we get near the exit, so we can have time to change into our cold weather gear and run away.
Why don't you seal it off in front of the door if the entire party tries to close the door as well?
No time.
All right, so here's what I'll do. If I haven't used it yet, we are right here now, right?
Yeah. Well,
we're in this hallway.
Yeah, you've passed into the hallway because Braxton was going to try to close the door after you went into there and found that he couldn't.
Okay. After the golem thing gets past that point, then I will put up a wall of ice, blocking that corridor.
So right in the inside of the door, right past the doorway.
Yeah.
Where I
Okay.
imagine he put it in the door frame, so it's the door is.
Well,
Oh,
if it
wow.
accidentally shuts, whatever, something along those lines.
Okay.
Just so that I won't have to worry about the ice golem or the golem thing
Breaking it.
breaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which no doubt will.
Okay. You rush down the corridor over all of the mosaics. Coming back, no one suffers any ill effects stepping, like not even paying attention to where they step. They're just running, and it does not trigger anything. You pass through the smaller hemispherical mural chamber, and then down the corridor with the mosaics on the walls, and you get to the entrance. It is a lot colder now. You can feel the air blowing in from outside. Whatever was stopping it from doing that before no longer is in effect.
Can we get to work quickly getting changed?
You can start doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna start changing into my
Yeah.
cold weather gear.
Okay.
I'm gonna start changing as well.
So you're taking
Same.
off your armor. Who's helping you with your armor?
Braxon will help Ockar, because
Okay.
Braxon won't get cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
help me with
you
the
don't
armor.
get killed.
Then once the armor off, I'm going to get all that, like the parka and everything.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
I assume my
That's-
creature's been unsummoned by this point.
Yeah, it has.
You need to summon a butler next time.
That's what Unseen Seventh is for.
Yeah.
There's a spell for that.
All right, give me a second
I think it's
to
supposed to
check
be like
something.
an L element.
Okay. Changing out of your normal outfits and removing your armor and everything like that, you are exposed to the bitter cold. So let's see what's going to happen.
Well, wait. Can we just grab the stuff and move down back to that room and then change?
Yeah,
Not a
sounds
good
like
idea.
I mean,
No, I
it
think
means
it's
that
a
you're
good
moving
idea.
closer to.
Moving out of the range of the blowing air in our faces.
I mean, you can if you want to try and do that, but you're moving closer to the thing, and you don't actually know if this the wall of
Ice wall
ice is going to
stopped it.
hold.
Oh, that's true.
Braxon-
Okay, fine.
Braxon will go back with Ockar.
We got
Uh,
enough
uh,
time to run out with a sled anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the worst case scenario is that it just pulls around the ground. We just have to get away from the ground.
Yeah.
So as soon as we see it, we got more than enough room to run out.
Yeah, that's
right,
true.
but the issue right now is changing.
Yeah.
We gotta change our clothes.
Just change in the corridor, like here,
Okay,
Uh,
fine. I'll change in the corridor.
like here.
Yeah.
Well, we
That
left
should be good
the
enough.
sled
We're
somewhere-
partially sheltered.
We left the sled somewhere in this corridor, so.
Yeah, let's do it in the corridor.
We're gonna take some cold damage, but oh well.
Right, it's how long you're exposed for.
Well, there's a small problem with me is that I'm near dead, so
Temporary healing potion. Drink.
Yeah, you've got
I don't have
something
a
here.
temporary healing potion.
Oh,
Oh,
Braxon.
temporary healing potion. Hang on, I've got one.
Yes, I have said this several times. That
I
Higgimus,
know,
Braxon, and Yeldan's got one.
I know.
Okay, so everyone is beginning to change. Let's see.
So Braxton's gonna hand over his temporary healing. Do I get to roll it or does he?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
You roll
I
it.
haven't rolled anything yet.
You roll it.
He rolls double ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Not
above
too bad.
average.
All right, so you got that much healed.
Once Yeldan finishes changing, drink.
And let's see. Anyone else gonna take any?
Higgimus is the last one with them.
All right,
The temporary healing potion.
Higgimus, are you
I'm
gonna?
only down 5. Is there anybody that needs it more than me?
Look at the health. No,
Well-
less than half.
Ockar and Yeldan really need it.
Yeah.
Did you have?
Can you
did
have
you have
more
the
than...
7, Ockar?
Hold on. Is there a
No, not with these.
Not with. They don't have to worry about blowing up.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll
No,
hand mine off
it's
to Ockar then.
Okay.
Ockar, just take that.
Okay. Are you gonna roll it or should I?
You roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Another 7.
Now, in the process of changing out of armor, Higgimus, you do take 3 points of exposure damage.
Oh.
And let's see. Ockar, you take 4 points of exposure damage. Leva takes 2 points of exposure damage, and Beelmolf takes 1 point of exposure damage.
Well, he does. Oh, I guess.
From
I don't.
changing.
Or is it because I'm
It's
I don't
because
think
of
his
the
AC
positioning of you guys and the cold wind blowing in, and I think you were putting him into the padded armor
He's been wearing the padded armor this entire time.
the whole time. Okay, well
Right.
then he just happens to luck out and have poor luck, and his position just takes exposure damage. So
Yeah, so I don't think his
Alvin
HP
does?
carried over from the last map. I think he was at like 16 or something.
yeah, it probably didn't. It doesn't because he doesn't actually have a
Can
character
you
sheet.
check to see what his HP was on that map?
Yep, give me a second. He was at 16.
I
So
didn't
right
take
now
any.
he's at 15.
Did I not take any? Sorry.
Nope.
Is it because Elven Chain's really fast as well?
Well, I mean, ultimately it's because I rolled a 5 for you rather than the 100 for Beelmolf. So,
What, is it like a 5% chance of not taking any kill damage?
no, it's just, they're... Like,
I don't know
so,
what this doesn't matter.
most of the rolls, were either incredibly high or incredibly low. So, I rolled an 85, 95, 52, 5, 1, 84, and 100.
See,
The
I'm actually
95
kind of
was
annoyed.
the 95 was for Braxon.
I'm annoyed because that's a
It
low
doesn't
roll
matter.
I won't get for my pickpocket later on.
So
Okay.
Braxon has to roll even though he's got the magic ring.
Well, that just rolled because that's the number that I thought of, and then I checked and I was like, oh, right, you don't need to roll.
Okay,
Oh,
so
So I just
Let's
rolled
get
7
moving.
times.
so we're all
Yeah.
wearing our cold weather gear now, except
Yep.
for Braxton. He doesn't need it.
Well, no, Braxton will still wear it.
He
Just
just
got
doesn't
I
need
holes
thought
it.
in
you
it.
walked. I thought you walked around in your armor.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wear your armor.
Yeah,
But
he's going to wear
One
his
of us
armor.
has armor.
He's wearing
gonna
the
wear his
parka
armor.
for solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, with holes in
Okay.
it.
Okay, let's get moving.
But also, you see, if someone else's cold leather
Oh
armor
right,
got
who's
destroyed,
gonna
he
pull
can
the?
swap.
Who's gonna pull the sled? Can Leva summon that donkey again?
It's not spell. I didn't prepare for
Tomorrow.
this. Neither did
Tomorrow.
Level.
Tomorrow.
You could reckless to hammer it.
Okay, so one of us has to
What's
pull.
the
Right,
worst that
yeah,
could
well,
happen?
everybody go away. I try.
One of us has
Why
to pull
not?
the damn sled. So
Braxton will pull the sled.
I
Okay.
can because I have the strength to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
okay, let's get let's get out of here and then tie each other up.
Or, the four-legged member of the party could do it.
Oh yeah, we have a wolf. The wolf will pull the sled.
Actually, I use the pearl, and then I cast strength on whoever is pulling that sled.
So you cast strength on the wolf then.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Nothing wrong with that. If
Yeah.
it can use it.
How cold is it? This is the coldest part of the
Yeah.
planet. Is
Well, the coldest part of the planet that you've
we
been.
haven't casted any of those protection against element things, right?
Because I did not memorize those spells.
Higgimus will pull out his little scroll case.
You mean
and,
I've got them?
No, I have them. I bought my
What?
own. Remember?
You bought. Okay. That's the ones that I wrote down on my character sheet that I've been using. I've only used 2 of them.
I bought my own.
He has his own
I
set.
specifically went and bought my own.
Oh.
And I'll pull them out and I'll say, "Hey, can you cast these on everybody?"
Well, hold on. How many did you purchase?
Yeah, because
Purchase
you would have
6.
bought.
One for each person. For an
Alright.
emergency like this.
Then there's been a mishap somewhere.
No,
Yeah,
you
because-
bought your own, and Higgimus bought
I
his
did not
own.
buy any.
Yeah, there was
I know I-
definitely an assumption. Maybe it was an assumption, or maybe it was something that was forgotten that they were handed over to Lafdul because he's the one that he's the only
Because
one
I
who can
cast
cast
two
them,
of them
and he did cast
when
two.
you went
Yeah,
when you
he
went to the
used-
negative plane. Because I thought it was cold damage. I did not realize it was negative plane. So 2 of the codes have been used.
Well, Braxon doesn't need one.
So,
So
Okay. I did not know that. I didn't know I handed that off to Lafdul.
Well, I
It's
mean,
Kind of
say that I was
mean
giving
for
it
you
to
to
Lafdul.
hold on to them.
yeah.
yeah,
So-
he you would have to, like, if there was an emergency situation, you would have to hand them over to him.
Well, now we figured this out. Which of those 4 do we want to put that spell on?
Sorry. I ate something bad. It's just not agreeing with me.
should we take the break while
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
while
'Cause it is about
Lafdul's dying?
it is
to
about
death?
time to take the break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I need
we'll
to
figure that
go.
out in between episodes, in
Grab a
between
drink.
sessions, at the break, whatever. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we will have that figured out. So see you on the flip side.
I can't believe you said that.
He's down with the kids, right?